The Venice canals are a marvel of urban planning, history, and romance, winding through one of the most iconic cities in the world. Situated in the northeast of Italy on a lagoon in the Adriatic Sea, Venice is often referred to as the floating city or the city of canals. What makes Venice extraordinary is that its entire infrastructure rests on over 100 small islands connected by canals, bridges, and narrow alleys. This intricate network not only defines the city's geography, but also encapsulates its rich past, artistic heritage, and cultural significance. Today, these canals draw millions of tourists who come to experience the charm of gondola rides, explore architectural wonders, and delve into the timeless beauty of this unique cityscape. The origins of the canals, a city rising from the waters. The story of the Venetian canals begins in the 5th and 6th centuries, when inhabitants of the Veneto region sought refuge from barbarian invasions in the marshy islands of the Venetian lagoon. With no solid land to build on, the settlers drove millions of wooden piles into the lagoon's bed, creating foundations for their homes and public buildings. Over time, they constructed a network of canals to serve as streets, facilitating both transport and drainage. These early Venetians turned the challenges of the environment to their advantage, crafting a city that seemed to float on water. Venice's strategic position on the lagoon allowed it to grow into a maritime powerhouse during the Middle Ages and the Renaissance, controlling trade routes between Europe and the Byzantine and Islamic worlds. As Venice expanded its wealth and influence, its canals evolved into a complex urban network, not only facilitating commerce but also enhancing the city's aesthetic appeal. The Grand Canal, the main artery of Venice. The Grand Canal, or Canal Grand, is the most important and visually stunning of Venice's waterways. Shaped like a reversed S, the Grand Canal stretches for 2.4 miles, or 3.8 kilometers, and divides the city into two halves. It serves as the principal thoroughfare, connecting key landmarks such as Piazza San Marco, the Rialto Bridge, and the Santa Lucia railway station. Lined with palazzi, churches, and centuries-old buildings, the Grand Canal is a gallery of architectural styles ranging from Gothic and Renaissance to Baroque and Neoclassical. Many of these palazzi once belonged to wealthy Venetian merchants who showcased their prosperity through ornate facades and luxurious interiors. One such example is the Ca' d'Oro, or House of Gold, a stunning Gothic palace whose intricate marble facade shimmers in the canal's reflection. The Grand Canal is bustling with activity, hosting a variety of vessels, from traditional vaporetto and private water taxis to iconic gondolas. At any hour of the day, the canal teems with life, creating an atmosphere that captures the city's vibrant spirit. Gondolas, the symbol of Venice. No discussion of the Venice canals is complete without mentioning the gondolas, the slender black boats that have become synonymous with the city. These vessels, meticulously crafted by hand, have been navigating the canals for centuries. In the past, gondolas were used as the primary mode of transport for Venetian nobles, but today they are mainly associated with tourism, offering visitors a leisurely way to explore the smaller canals. A gondola ride is more than just transportation, it's an experience. As the boat glides along the narrow waterways, visitors can witness hidden corners of the city that are inaccessible by foot. The gondoliers, dressed in striped shirts and straw hats, are as much a part of the experience as the boat itself, often serenading passengers with traditional songs or sharing anecdotes about Venice's history. The Bridges of Venice, connecting the islands. Venice's canals are linked by over 400 bridges, each with its own history and character. Among the most famous is the Rialto Bridge, the oldest crossing over the Grand Canal. Originally built as a wooden structure, it was replaced by the stone arch bridge we see today in 1591. The Rialto Bridge has been an essential commercial hub for centuries, offering stunning views of the canal from its central span. Another iconic bridge is the Bridge of Sighs, a small enclosed passage connecting the Doge's palace to the new prison. The bridge gets its name from the legend that prisoners would sigh at their final glimpse of Venice's beauty before being taken to their cells. Today, the Bridge of Sighs is a popular attraction, drawing couples who believe that kissing beneath it brings eternal love. In contrast to these famous landmarks, Many smaller bridges cross the quieter canals, adding to the charm of Venice's neighborhoods. These bridges, often arched and pedestrian-only, create picturesque scenes as they frame the reflections of colorful buildings in the water below. The hidden canals, a glimpse into local life. While the Grand Canal and major waterways are the most visited, the true essence of Venice lies in its smaller canals, which snake through the city's various neighborhoods, or sestieri. Here, visitors can escape the crowds and discover a more intimate side of Venice. In areas like Dorsoduro and Cannaregio, the canals are narrower, quieter, and lined with local shops, cafes, and residential buildings. In these hidden corners, you'll find laundry lines strung across canals, children playing by the water's edge, and locals commuting by boat. These everyday scenes provide a glimpse of what life is like in a city that revolves around water. The sense of community in these neighborhoods is palpable, offering a welcome contrast to the bustling tourist areas. Preserving Venice and its canals. The beauty and uniqueness of the Venice canals come with significant challenges. The city faces serious threats from flooding, rising sea levels, and the impact of mass tourism. Flooding events, known as acqua alta, have become more frequent, submerging streets and squares underwater. Efforts to combat this threat include the MOSE project, a series of mobile barriers designed to protect the city from high tides. In addition to environmental challenges, Venice grapples with maintaining its cultural heritage in the face of tourism. Each year, over 20 million visitors flock to Venice, placing pressure on the city's infrastructure and way of life. Local authorities have implemented measures such as tourist taxes and visitor limits to manage the impact and ensure that Venice remains a sustainable destination. The magic of Venice's canals at night. As night falls, the canals of Venice take on a magical quality. The crowds thin out, the waters become still, and the city's lights reflect like shimmering stars in the dark surface of the canals. A moonlit gondola ride or a quiet walk along the water's edge offers a different perspective, revealing the serenity and timeless beauty of Venice. In the evening, the Grand Canal transforms into a glowing ribbon, with lights from the palazzi flickering on the water. Restaurants along the canal serve exquisite Venetian cuisine, and music spills out from cafes into the night air. For visitors, this is the perfect time to reflect on the city's history and immerse themselves in its romantic atmosphere. Conclusion: the eternal allure of the Venice canals. The canals of Venice are more than just waterways. They are the lifeblood of the city, shaping its identity and defining its essence. From the grandeur of the Grand Canal to the quiet charm of hidden waterways, every corner of Venice offers something to discover. Whether gliding in a gondola, crossing a historic bridge, or wandering through the narrow streets, visitors to Venice are transported to a world where time seems to stand still. Venice's canals embody a delicate balance between nature and human ingenuity, a blend of beauty, history, and romance that continues to captivate travelers from around the globe. As long as these waterways exist, the allure of Venice will endure, inviting each new generation to experience the enchantment of a city that floats on water. Pause 3S. As we conclude our journey through the enchanting canals of Venice, one thing becomes clear. This city, with its unique blend of history, art, and timeless charm, beckons us all to explore its wonders. Each visit to Venice is an opportunity to uncover new stories, to lose oneself in its labyrinth of waterways, and to find beauty in every detail. So, if you have been inspired by this glimpse into the heart of Venice, don't hesitate to plan your own adventure. Whether it's your first visit or a return trip, the canals of Venice are always ready to reveal their secrets. Please don't forget to like and share this video, and to subscribe to my channel to get more content like this. And remember, the magic of Venice is just a journey away. Until next time, happy travels.